right where the scarecrows lean, like they're begging God for a life unseen. But the sky stays shut, never makes a sound, just watches us rot into the ground. I was raised on dirt in a whispered curse. Every blessing given always turned out worse. Mama said, boy, don't dig too deep, but the soil don't lie and it don't forget me. And I felt it move when I broke that skin, like something below was pulling me in. The soil knows my name, it calls me down through the roots and bones underneath this town. Every sin I bury starts to rise again in the dark where it all begins. Hear it breathe through the cracks I made, like it's feeding on every debt unpaid. I don't run, I don't explain, I just sink when it calls my name. There's a shed full of tools that ain't been cleaned since the night I crossed that line unseen. Got a shovel worn from the weight of lies, and a stain that don't fade no matter how I try. I remember the night, but not the face, just the silence thick in that empty place, and the sound of earth as it swallowed whole what I swore would never take my soul. And the wind went dead when I walked away, like it knew I'll be back someday. The soil knows my name, it calls me down through the roots and bones underneath this town. Every sin I bear, it starts to rise again in the dark where it all begins. Hear it breathe through the cracks I made, like it's feeding on every debt unpaid. I don't run, I don't explain, I just sing when it calls my name. There's a boy in my dreams with a hollow stare, standing barefoot in the midnight air. He don't speak, but he don't need to. I can see the truth in what I knew. He points to the ground where the grass won't grow, where the dirt stays black and the cold winds blow. And I wake up choking on the same old dread, with his shadow still beside my bed. And the walls lean in when the night gets deep, like the garden secrets I tried to keep. Every creak, every breath, every hidden sound feels like something digging from underground. I went back there drunk with a shaking hand to the cursed patch of forgotten land. Started digging like a desperate man, but the hole dug back, I don't understand. The deeper I went, the colder it grew, till the dirt felt alive like it always knew. And I heard a voice from beneath the clay, you were never the one who walked away. Now the ground feels soft, every step I take, like it's waiting for me to finally break. I see faces form in the shifting earth, all the things I buried since my birth. And I feel my legs start sinking slow, like the end's been waiting below. If there's mercy left, it ain't for me, just a grave that's already set me free. The soil knows my name, I can't escape. It's been calling me down since my first mistake. Every breath I take just feeds that ground. Every heartbeat drags me further down. Hear it whisper low through the roots and rot. All you ever were is what you forgot. I don't fight, I don't complain, with a name. So don't dig deep where the ground turns black. Don't look close, don't you look back. 'Cause the earth don't forget what you try to hide. It just waits till you're ready to lie. And when you fall, it won't feel the same. You won't be screaming, you'll be answering. When the soil calls your name. Street where silence met the fading heat. No sirens now, no boots to chase, just echoes of a different place. The sky hung low, the day ran thin, and I already wasn't where I'd been. I heard them coming miles away, but by then there was no way to undo what had been done or outrun the setting sun. The sheriff's badge caught pale light, like judgment dressed in something right. But I wasn't standing where they aimed, not quite guilty, not quite framed. The town had already closed its eyes, like truth was something it denies. And every step they took toward me felt like delayed apology. The wind went still, the road went wide, like it was choosing its own side. And every breath I tried to take just marked the ground they break. The law found me too late that day, nothing left to take away. No chains to bind, no words to say, just shadows in the fading gray. Oh, I tried to run, I tried to hide, but time had already decided. And every step they tried to claim just called out a different name. The horses slowed, the dust fell down like it was morning what they'd found. But I was still one step ahead of everything they thought I'd said. A broken fence, a hollow gate, too little mercy, too much fate. And every rule they came to serve felt like it lost its nerve. The paperwork, the final call, meant nothing standing where I fall, because the truth had slipped away long before that final day. The law don't move as fast as sin, it only shows up where you've been. And every second ticking through had already passed me too. The law found me too late that time, after every crooked line. No trial left, no place to stand, just echoes slipping through their hand. Oh, I tried to wait, I tried to stay, but fate had gone the other way. And every truth they tried to name was already not the same. They stood there quiet, guns half low, like even justice didn't know if I was villain, ghost or lie, or just a man they passed by. The wind picked up, the clouds broke thin, like something else was listening. And in that pause I understood they never would, they never could. The law arrived, but not in time to catch the moment I crossed the line. And now there's nothing left to trace but empty space. It ain't the badge, it ain't the trace. The dust still falls, the sky grows dim, but nothing ever catches him, and I remain where echoes fade. Beyond the law, too late was made. Like a bruise too wide, no stars to keep the dark inside. Just silence stretched across the land, like something waiting hand in hand. The air was dry, the wind stood still, like it was waiting for a will. The streetlights flickered one by one, like they were watching what I'd done. No comfort left in yellow glow, just shapes that moved too slow. The town was quiet, doors locked tight, like even walls had learned the fright. And every shadow on the ground seemed to be breathing without sound. The dolls went missing from their chains, the rivers pulled back all their stains. And in that hush I understood something was awakening in the wood. The night leaned in, it held its breath like it was starving for what's left. And every heartbeat in my chest felt like it might confess. The night was thirsty for blood that day, and there was nothing in its way. No mercy left, no light to save, just hunger carved into the grave. Oh, I tried to run, I tried to hide, but the dark had opened wide. And every step I tried to flee still called the night back after me. Trees been low without a wing, like they remembered where it's been. A whisper crawled across the dirt, like something learning how to hurt. The fences broke without a sound, as if the ground itself unbound. And every moment passing through felt like it already knew. I saw the sky begin to lean, too close, too heavy, too obscene, like it was lowering its face to drink from every empty place. The world went still, the edge grew thin, like something wicked lived within. And every breath I tried to keep just sank into the deep. The night was thirsty for blood again that night. No angels left within its sight, no holy shield, no saving hand, just hunger spreading through the land. Oh, I tried to scream, I tried to pray, but sound was taken away. And every path I tried to leave just fed what won't reprieve. The ground itself began to shift, like something underneath would lift. Not beast, not ghost, not living thing, just absence wearing everything. And in that moment, cold and slow, I felt what I was meant to know, that hunger doesn't need a face, it only needs a place. The night don't kill, it only takes the line where something breaks. And every truth I tried to bend became the means of my end. It ain't the dark, it ain't the fear, it's everything that gathers here. Every silence left unspun still hungers for someone. The nights don't sleep or feel or cry, they just consume what passes by, till everything you thought was good becomes the thirst in the wood. The night was thirsty for blood in me, and I don't think I'm still free. No dawn to break, no light to save, just hunger digging through the grave. Oh, I tried to run, I tried to hide, but the night was on my side. And every breath I tried to claim still whispers in my name. Hey! Now I don't stand beneath the sky, I let the darkness pass me by. No end to find, no truth to keep, just something that refuses sleep. And if you ever hear that sound of silence pulling all around, don't stay too still, don't look too long. you'll become the night's next song. The wind returns, but not the same. It carries something without name, and I remain where shadows bud, from nights still thirsty for blood. There's a forest that don't answer when the wind moves through the trees. Just a stillness made of patience, like it's holding memories. And the air feels thick but empty, like it knows what it has heard, but it never speaks about it, never offers up a word. Yeah. I walked in without direction, no sound but my own pace, like I was trying to forget something that I couldn't quite erase. Every branch above me bending, but not breaking, not too much, like the world had learned to witness without ever needing touch. Then it happened without a warning, not a build-up, not a sign, just a moment where the silence got divided by a line. No echo that can hold it, no return to what it was, and every breath that follows after feels like it's missing, 'cause it was a gunshot in the quiet pines tonight. No wrong declared, no clear right, just something cutting through the air that still refuses to repair. Oh, I stood still, I didn't move, let the moment start to prove that every silence I once knew was only waiting for this through. The trees don't run or shatter, they just carry what is past, like they understand that breaking isn't something that can last. There's no judgment in the branches, no reaction in the ground, just a settling of the distance where the silence used to sound. I look around for meaning, but the forest doesn't care. It just holds the single moment, like it's always been there. No truth to chase, no blame to give, just something that won't let me live. And every step I try to take feels like it's already late. It was a gunshot in the quiet pines I see. It was never just for me. No matter how I tried to hide, it stayed suspended in the tide. Oh, I turned, I tried to flee, but the forest followed me, and every There's no ending in the hearing, just a stillness after all. And it isn't punishment rising, it's just consequence in there. Like a truth that once was hidden, now it's simply everywhere. And in that quiet realization, with no resistance left to try, I stopped calling it an ending and let it occupy. It ain't the sound that breaks you down, it's what still lingers all around. Every silence you disturb becomes a part of what you heard. And forests don't forget the sound, they keep it buried in the ground. So every step you think is clean still carries what you bear. It was a gunshot in the pines, I know. It never really let me go, no matter how I tried to be. It stayed alive inside of me. Oh, I stood still, I didn't fight. Let the silence take the night, and every breath I thought was mine was shaped by that dividing line. Now the forest feels the same still, but I don't hear it that way. Like something changed without changing and never went away. And if you ever hear a quiet that feels too sharp to ignore, don't assume it fades to nothing. It might be what it was before. The church bell cracked but never rang, like it forgot the song it sang. The sky turned dark without a sound as I stepped on sacred ground. Black boots heavy, soaked in dust, carrying more than blood and rust. And every step I laid down slow felt like somewhere I shouldn't go. I came back where the old cross stands, half buried deep in broken land. The graveyard leans, the stones decay like time itself just walked away. They said, don't come with what you've done, don't bring that weight, don't bring that gun. But I don't follow what they say, not anymore, not anyway. The chapel door still hangs askew, like it remembers more than you. And every mark along the frame still whispers out my name. The wind don't move, but something does, and all the things I never was. And every breath I try to take feels like a line I shouldn't break. Black boots on sacred ground tonight, dragging sin into the light. No prayer left, no truth to claim, just echoes calling out my name. Oh, I tried to leave it far behind, but you don't outrun your own damn mind. And every step I take resounds like judgment in this hollow ground. The pews are cracked, the altar bare, no mercy hanging in the air. The book still lies where it once stayed, but every word is slowly decayed. I ran my hand across the wood where broken faith once understood that something pure had turned to stone long before I walked alone. A candle flickered faint and thin, like it was tired of holding in the truth behind what's said in prayer and what gets buried under there. The silence pressed against my skin like it knew where I had been, and every step I tried to hide came back louder from inside. Black boots on sacred ground tonight, dragging sin into the light. No prayer left, no truth to claim, just echoes calling out my name. Oh, I tried to leave it far behind, but you don't outrun your own damn mind. And every step I take resounds like judgment in this hollow ground. Out back where graves run thin, where nameless bones lie under skin. No crosses left, no flowers bloom, just open earth and endless gloom. I saw a place I knew too well, no marker there, but I could tell that something once had been laid low by hands I wish I didn't know. The dirt sank in beneath my weight like it remembered every fate. And in that moment, cold and clear, I knew exactly why I'm here. It ain't the church that makes it sacred, or the words that men have faked it. It's every truth we choose to hide, and every place we let it die. And every step I thought was free was leading right back here to me, where nothing left can be unbound. From black boots on this sacred ground. Like I belong to this cursed ground. Now I don't leave when morning comes. I stand where silence grows and hums. No past to fix, no soul to save, just empty earth and open grave. And if you ever walk this land with something heavy in your hand, don't step too far, don't turn around. In black boots on sacred ground, the bell won't ring, the light won't stay, the truth don't wash, it stains the clay. And I remain where lost is found, in black boots on sacred ground. There's a road that never turns back, just stretches into heat, where the signs all fade to silence and the air don't feel as sweet. And it don't look like damnation, not at first, not to the eye, just a long and steady lowering of everything you thought was high. I left before the morning like it knew where I would go, like the road had been expecting what I didn't want to know. There's no point where it begins wrong, no line that I can trace, just the slow and quiet learning of a different kind of place. No voice to guide, no hand to hold, just something settling in the cold. And every breath I try to take feels like it's already late. I'm the southbound sinner on this road tonight. No wrong declared, no clear right, just something pulling me along, like I was here all along. Oh, I tried to turn around, but the silence made no sound, and every step I thought was mine was just the road redefined. The sky don't change in warning, it just dims without a sign, like it knows I'm not returning to anything I left behind. Every town looks slightly older, like it's been waiting in its place, not to greet me, not to stop me, just to recognize my face. I ask directions to nowhere, but they answer like they know, not with words, but with the distance that confirms I have to go. No truth to fight, no past to claim, just something learning my new name. And every step I try to leave feels like it's built into me. I'm the southbound sinner, I can see it was never separate from me. No matter how I tried to hide, it stayed right by my side. Oh, I turned, I tried to flee, but the road kept carrying me. And every mile I thought was lost was just the shape of what it costs. Now I don't fight the motion, let it take what it will take. There's no line left to defend now, no version I can remake. And it isn't punishment waiting, it's just gravity in time, like a truth that keeps on lowering without ever crossing crime. And in that quiet understanding, with no resistance left to try, I stop asking for a reason and let the South reply. It ain't a place that makes you fall, it's what you carry through. Secrets it don't keep. The water hums a hollow tune underneath the dying moon. No ripples break, no voices call, just something moving beneath it all. And every glance into that black feels like it's pulling something back. They found his boots by the river bend, where the mud and memory never end. No sign of struggle, no trace of fight, just empty space and fading light. The town said he must have slipped away, lost his footing, gone astray. But I knew better deep inside, the river don't take, it decides. We used to stand on that same old bank, throwing stones till the daylight sank. He said one day he'd call his name, I laughed it off like it was a game. But the water always watched us close, in ways nobody ever knows. And every whisper through the reeds sounded like it knew our deeds. The river took him back that night, pulled him under without a fight. No goodbye, no final sound, just a name that never was found. Oh, I stood there calling through the dark, but the water swallowed just part of what the river's on. A current made of time and sin, where everything returns again. And maybe we all end up there, in water thick with silent prayer. Not lost, not found, just pulled below, where the river always flows. The river took him back that night, pulled him under without a fight. No goodbye, no final sound, just a truth that won't be found. Oh, I stand out at the edge once more, feeling something I can't ignore. And I hear it going through the phone, like it's time to take me home. My boots sit where his once did lie, at the place where the water's sigh. No fear left, no reason to fight, just the pull of the endless night. And if they come to look for me, they won't find what they think they'll see, just empty ground and water's breath, where the river speaks of death. The willows weep, the current hums, for all the lost, for all that comes. And in that dark I've finally learned, the river takes back what it's earned. Churchyard gates scream in the night, rusty chains rattling in the pale moonlight. Every ghost has a story to defend. Every wound we carry never truly mends. Crosses standing in the midnight wind, silent witnesses of blood and sin. Crosses standing in the midnight wind, guiding souls that will never rise again. Crosses standing. The river runs where the willows weep, carving secrets it don't keep. The water hums a hollow tune underneath the pines stand tall where the shadows sleep, where the roots run dark and the silence keeps every secret that the night can find. Buried deep where the light can't find, the wind moves slow through needle and bone, like it's whispering names it's always known. And somewhere lost between the lines, something waits beneath the pines. I took that trail past the broken sign, where the path fades out and twists with time. They said don't walk where the forest bends, 'cause that's where all the lost ones end. But I've been chasing what I can't explain, through dirt, through dust, through quiet pain. And every step I made that day felt like it pulled me further away. The trees grew thick, the light grew thin, like the world was closing slowly in. And every sound I tried to trace just echoed back without a place. I saw the ground where it sank just right, like it had swallowed up the night. And something deep beneath the skin told me not to look within. It's buried beneath the pines, where the truth won't stay, where the earth pulls everything away. Every lie, every crime, just fading now beneath the pines. Oh, I hear them calling through the ground, in every root and every sound. And the deeper I go, the less I find just what was buried beneath the pines. I found a shovel half sunk in clay, like someone tried to walk away, but left behind what they had done. When the digging finally was done. The dirt was loose, too soft, too wide, like it was breathing from inside. And every instinct in my bones said, leave this place and go back home. But something pulled me to my knees beneath those ancient watching trees. And when I touched the hollow ground, I swear I felt a heartbeat sound. The wind went still, the forest hushed, like every living thing it rushed to watch the moment I would see what waited there beneath me's buried beneath the pines, where the truth won't stay, where the earth pulls everything away, every lie, every crime just fading now beneath the pines. Oh, I hear them calling through the ground, in every root and every sound. And the deeper I go, the less I find, and just what was buried beneath the pines. I started digging with shaking hands through broken earth and silent land. Each inch I cleared, the colder it grew, like I was breaking something through. Then came the smell of rust and rain, of something lost that won't remain. And buried there beneath the soil was more than death, more than spoil. I saw a shape I couldn't name, not quite a body, not quite the same. And in that moment I understood some things are meant to leave the wood. The forest breathed, the roots held tight, like they were guarding something right. Not evil, not good, just bound to be a memory locked eternally. And every tree began to sway, not from wind but something say, like they were warning me to go before I learned too much to know. It's buried beneath the pines, where the truth won't stay, where the earth pulls everything away, every lie, every crime just fading now beneath the pines. Oh, I hear them calling through the ground, in every root and every sound. And now I know what I can't find is what I left beneath the pines. I don't remember leaving there, or how I made it anywhere. But sometimes in the dead of night, I smell that damp and hear that sigh. The wind through trees ain't just the breeze, it's something speaking through the leaves. And every dream pulls me behind, back to the place beneath the pines. So if you walk where the tall trees grow, don't trust the things you think you know, 'cause once you hear that quiet sign, you'll be buried beneath the pines. The sun is bleeding on the canyon walls. I hear the echoes of the outlaw calls. Dust on my boots, blood under my nails, riding from a past that never fails. Yeah, they say every road leads somewhere, but some roads, they just lead you back to the thing you can't outrun. I remember that night, clear as the blood on my hands. There's a crooked mile of gravel where the blacktop disappears, where the wind don't carry mercy, just the echoes of your fears. An old rusted sign is swinging, says turn back while you can. But I drove past that warning like a broken, stubborn man. Headlights cut through shadows like a blade across the night. Every mile feels heavier, every breath don't feel right. There's a stain upon my memory and it follows where I go, like footprints in the silence that the devil came to know. I hear the engine in the blood on the dirt road. There was a night like this one, with a bottle in my hand and a fire in my chest that I didn't understand. You were standing in the moonlight, saying don't you cross that line. But I crossed it like a sinner who was running out of time. The sound of gravel shifting still is ringing in my ears, like a choir made of regret and unfinished prayers. I remember how you looked at me like you already knew that the man you thought you loved was already through. Now the trees all lean and stare like they saw me standing there, and they whisper truths I can't repair. There's blood on the dirt road, can't wash it away. No rain gonna save me, no light of day. Every turn I take, every mile I go, leads me back to that blood on the dirt road. Yeah, the dust keeps rising, but it won't let go of the sins I buried deep below. I tried to run, but the truth still showed in the blood on the dirt road. Sheriff knocked this morning, but I never made a sound. Just watched the shadow moving underneath the door frames bound. He don't need no warrant, he don't need no proof, 'cause the guilt's already carved inside my soul like truth. There's a shovel in the backyard where the wild weeds grow, and the ground don't settle right beneath that crooked road. I keep thinking I can leave it, leave this town behind, but there ain't no running from a thing that's in your mind. Oh, the crows keep circling low like they're waiting for the show, and the sky hangs heavy like a stone. I hear your voice in the wind at night, saying you can't make this right, and I know I'll never make it home. Is running empty and the night is growing thin, but I swear I see your silhouette each time I blink again. In the mirror, in the shadows, in the cracks along the glass, like a curse that's stitched forever to a life I can't outlast. The road just keeps on stretching like a sentence never done, and I'm chained to every mile by the weight of what I've done. If there's mercy in the heavens, it don't travel down this far. It got lost somewhere between the truth and who we are, and the engine starts to die like it's giving up the fight, and I'm stranded with my crime tonight. There's blood on the dirt road, can't wash it away. No rain gonna save me, no light of day. Every turn I take, every mile I go, leads me back to that blood on the dirt road. Yeah, the dust keeps rising, but it won't let go of the sins I buried deep below. I tried to run, but the truth still showed in the blood on the dirt road. So I sit in the silence as the dawn creeps in, with the weight of a soul that can't run sin. And the road stretches on, but I already know it ends where the blood stains the dirt road. The sun is bleeding on the Camden wall. dust on my boot. There's a road that bends where the black crows cry, past a rusted sign where the lost souls lie. Wind cuts deep through the broken pines like a whispered curse from another time. I was born where the river don't run clean, raised on dust and a dying dream. Mama said, boy, don't chase that flame, but I lit it up just the same. Now the sky bleeds red at the edge of night, and the past comes crawling back to life. Under a graveyard sun, I keep riding on through the smoke and the sin till the daylight's gone. Every shadow knows what I've become, just a ghost out running from a loaded gun. Hear the devil hum and the engines cry, while the angels hang from a barbed wire sky. I ain't saved, I ain't undone, still chasing that graveyard sun. Met a man with a face like a shattered stone, said he'd sell me peace if I sold my soul. He had golden teeth and a crooked grin, smelled like hell and cheap bourbon gin. I said, son, I've been down that road. He just laughed like he always knows. Then he tipped his hat and he disappeared, left me drowning in doubt and fear. And the wind whispered low through the desert sand, you can't outrun what's in your hands. Under a graveyard sun, I keep riding on through the smoke and the sin till the daylight's gone. Every shadow knows what I've become, just a ghost out running from a loaded gun. Hear the devil hum and the engines cry, while the angels hang from a barbed wire sky. I ain't saved, I ain't undone, still chasing that graveyard sun. There was a girl with eyes like a midnight storm. She could break a man, she could keep him warm. Said she loved me once in a motel room, with the neon cross and the cheap perfume. But love don't last where the wild hearts roam. It burns too fast, then it turns to stone. Now a memory cuts like a switchblade line through the veins of this life of mine. And I hear a voice when the silence screams, calling out from my shattered dreams. Says you can run, but you can't go free. There's a chain in your blood and it holds the key. Oh, the preacher man said I could be reborn, but he never stood where my soul was torn. Never felt that fire in his bones at night, never danced with death in the pale moonlight. Now the miles stack up like a sinner's debt. Every road I take leads to more regret. There's a cross in flames in my rear view glass, and a past I know I can't outlast. Still I drive through the endless dark with a fading prayer and a broken heart. If there's mercy waiting down the line, it's a long, long way from mine. Under a graveyard sun, I keep riding on through the smoke and the sin till the daylight's gone. Every shadow knows what I've become, just a ghost out running from a loaded gun. Hear the devil hum and the engines cry, while the angels hang from a barbed wire sky. I ain't saved, I ain't undone, still chasing that graveyard sun. Under a bloodshot sky where the lost ones run, I keep digging graves for the things I've done. Every mile's another nail I drive, just to prove somehow I'm still alive. If redemption waits, it's a silent one, buried deep where the cold winds come. I ain't healed, I ain't numb, still chasing that graveyard sun. So when I'm gone and the wheels don't turn, and the last match fades and the bridges burn, lay me down where the blackbirds sing. não pede licença quando entra pela porta. Ela chega levantando poeira, virando a mesa torta. There's a road that bends where the black crows cry, past a rusted sign where the lost souls lie. Wind cuts deep through the broken plans, like a whisper curse from another time. I was born where the river don't run clean, raised on dust in a dying dream. Mama said, boy, don't chase that flame, but I lit it up just the same. Now the sky bleeds red at the edge of night, and the past comes crawling back to life. Under a graveyard sun, I keep riding on through the smoke and the sin till the daylight's gone. Every shadow knows what I've become, just a ghost out running from a loaded gun. Hear the devil hum and the engines cry, while the angels hang from the barbed wire sky. I ain't saved, I ain't undone, still chasing that graveyard.
The cicadas scream in the southern heat, like a warning buried underneath. The air hangs thick, the sky burns red over words that should have stayed unsaid. The road runs long through dust and pine, where the past don't fall behind, and every mile sings soft and sick. The devil waits in Dixie. Where the state sounds fade, with a heart half whole and a debt unpaid. They said don't linger past sundown, and the place is just outside of town. The field stood still like they could see every wrong that followed me, and every porch I passed that night held eyes that vanished out of sight. An old man spoke from a rocking chair, said, son, you best not wander there. But I kept driving through the thick, where the devil waits in Dixie. The radio cracked but didn't play, just whispered things I couldn't say, and every word that slipped between felt like it came from something unseen. The devil waits in Dixie tonight, in the heat, in the dust, out of sight. Every sin you thought was gone finds you where you don't belong. Oh, I tried to leave it far behind, but you can't outrun your own damn mind. And every road I take runs quick back to where he waits in Dixie. I stopped for gas at a rusted pump, where the ground felt wrong beneath my boots. The woman there didn't need my eyes, just handed change like quiet lies. Her hands were cold, her voice was thin, like she'd seen too much to take me in. And on the wall behind her stood a list of names that never could. I saw mine scratched in faded ink before I even had time to think, and something in me turned too quick toward the truth that waits in Dixie. The wind don't move, the night don't break, it just watches every step you take. And every breath I tried to keep felt like it sank too far, too deep. The devil waits in Dixie tonight, in the heat, in the dust, out of sight. Every sin you thought was gone finds you where you don't belong. Oh, I tried to leave it far behind, but you can't outrun your own damn mind. And every road I take runs quick back to where he waits in Dixie. I found the crossroads just past the trees, where the air don't move and the world won't breathe. No sign, no mark, just open land, and something watching where I stand. A figure rose from the southern dark, not fire, not flame, just a quiet spark. He tipped his hat, said not a word, but everything in me was heard. No deal was made, no hand was shook, just a glance that felt like a hook. And in that moment, cold and slick, I knew why he waits in Dixie. It ain't about a soul you sell, stories people like It's every choice you let remain, every quiet creeping stain. The South don't burn, it doesn't scream, it holds you in a living dream, where every truth you try to bury comes back slow and comes back heavy. The devil waits in Dixie tonight, not in flame, but just in sight. Every sin I tried to deny now stands with me eye to eye. Oh, I tried to leave, but now I see he never came, he was in me. And every road I thought I'd pick was leading back to Dixie. Now I don't drive, I don't run, I just walk where it's begun, through fields that whisper low and sick, where the devil waits in Dixie. And if you ever cross that line where heat and shadow intertwine, don't stay too long, don't look too deep, or you'll wake what Dixie keeps. The cicadas scream, the night don't end, the past don't break, it only bends. And I remain where truth runs thick, where the devil waits in Dixie.
Glass on the counter, half gone cold, like every truth I never told. The bottle leans like it can see everything I used to be. The room is quiet, lights run low, like they already seem to know that every lie I've ever tried leaves whiskey stains and alibis. I came in late with shaking hands, dust on boots from broken plans. The bartender don't ask me why, just wipes the truth out of his eyes. There's a name carved in the bar, not mine, but close enough so far, like someone tried to leave a mark, but couldn't do it in the dark. The jukebox hums a dying song, like it knows I don't belong. And every note that drifts and dies feels like whiskey stained goodbyes. I say I'm fine, I say it slow, but the truth don't care what I show. And every breath I try to hide turns into another lie. Whiskey stains and alibis tonight, trying to make wrong feel right. But every drink I try to pour just opens up the truth some more. I tried to drown what I became, but the bottle knows my name, and every sip I can't deny just writes another alibi. The mirror behind the bar looks cracked, like it remembers every act. 1,000 faces I once wore, still staring from the glass and floor. I swear I see him next to me, the man I used to claim to be. But when I blink, he slips away, like he was never meant to stay. The ice melts slow and amber light, like it's surrendering the fire. And every drop that hits the wood feels like regret misunderstood. The truth don't shout, it don't complain, it just keeps dropping through the pain. writes another alibi. The bartender finally looks my way, like he's heard every word I say. He says, son, you don't need more, you just keep running from the score. But I just laugh into the glass, like I can make the feeling pass. But truth don't fade, it multiplies, and whiskey stains and alibis. Outside the wind begins to creep, like it knows I can't escape. And every step I take toward night feels like surrender dressed in white. It ain't the drink that does me in, it's everything I've hidden in. Every lie I let survive now keeps me barely alive. And alibis don't wash away, they just grow heavier each day, till every truth I try to rise drowns in whiskey and alibis. Whiskey stains and alibis remain, mixed with memory and pain. No clean slate, no final try, just broken truth and hollow lies. So I tried to drink it all away, but it only made me stay. And every night I can't deny, I live in whiskey stains and alibis. And now I don't run, I don't pretend, I just wait for nights to end. No clean escape, no truth to find, just echoes soaked in cheap red wine. And if you ever feel that chill in bars where time just won't sit still, don't trust your drink, don't trust your eyes, you'll drown in alibis. The glass goes dry, the night runs thin, but nothing here is washed of sin. And I remain where truth defies, whiskey stains and alibis.